When we were getting married, I got a large sum of money from my dad, 35 million. My dad usually does these things when we hit different milestones in our lives. So when you graduate, you get married, you have a baby, etc. Anyway, I never mentioned it to my husband because, well, I didn't really think he needed to know. And because our backgrounds are similar, I just assumed the same thing happened. Like, your parents give you money, etc. He also knows my dad does these things, but we've never discussed the actual amounts. To the issue, my husband needed to get credit on his phone last week and his bank app wasn't responding, so he asked to use mine. I completely forgot the funds placed in an investment within the bank had matured into my account, but I hadn't rolled it over. My balance showed the 35M plus the money that was in the account. I logged into the app using my Face ID, handed him my phone. He saw the balance. I was like, you have this much cash? At that point, I told him my dad gave me when we got married. Now, the issue is that it's not that he wants out of the money. In fact, he didn't say anything immediately afterwards. The next day, when we woke up, he said he couldn't believe I had that and pretended all this time. I was kind of confused because I never pretended not to have money. In fact, he sees how much shopping I do and comments on it all the time. He then brought up what he actually had a problem with. When we were looking for our apartments, we had a really nice choice that was above his budget. To be fair, I actually liked the place and was also disappointed when I realized it wasn't within his budget. We went for another apartment, which is fine and has been a wonderful first home for us. Now he says I had the money and didn't even at least offer in that situation. Essentially, he's saying he lets me know everything he has while I hid this material information from him. Now, to be fair, his finances are actually an open book for me. I know how much he earns and even his savings. He says trust has really been broken and he doesn't see me as the same person. He asked me why I didn't tell him and I don't even have a good reason. I'm really shocked. I love my husband a lot and I don't know how to navigate the issue. And I really don't want to share with my friends, so I want to hear your perspective. In fact, I might send this to Jola on Twitter because I need help ASAP.
She doesn't want to tell her friend she has 35 million.
Sorry, then.
What's a criminal?
Because, no, she doesn't want to tell her friends because if my friends tell me this, I'll be like, why didn't you tell him that your daddy gave you money?
So, do you know the thing? I like that she explained it like this because, do you know, I don't actually think that she did anything intentional.
No, I don't think she was malicious.
She was just moving on vibes, just based on, no man, they give me money.
They give me money for the wedding. No.
So the video you just watched, what do you think? Leave the comments down below. If you were in a marriage, not a little side chick thing, not a little I'm a girlfriend, like a whole marriage, and your significant other hid from you 35 million naira. For those of you that live in England like myself, that is right now about, on the black market, £38,000. By the way, there are some stats that suggest that the average salary in the UK is 38,000. I think it's lower than that. That's just me. Maybe that's the average for Londoners, not for the Midlands, because some of them people are up north and that them man are on like 18,000 in 2023. But I digress. How would you feel if your significant other hid from you 35 million naira, £38,000? It was a gift, a wedding gift. From my understanding, when you get married, that is a symbolic ceremony between you and God and your partner, where two become one. So if someone is gifting you a wedding gift, that gift, unless it's like gender specific, is for you and your partner, not just for you. You and your partner. That gift is for two of you. You get me? So to hide such a gift, a hefty amount of money, this could lead to trust issues. As you see in the video, as you saw in the video, the guy narrated that his distaste for what his wife did. Again, leave the comments down below. How can somebody hide almost 40,000 from their significant other when they have just got married? That is quite scary. So if you're hiding like that now, what are you going to be like in the future? Have you experienced this before? If I was the guy, I would again want to have a serious conversation and then have a session whereby they are talking about other things she doesn't necessarily see as important, to bring those things forward to the table. Because if baby girl can hide that amount of money, there may be some other things that she's hiding. This is why when it's important, this is why it's important that when you are considering somebody, please do your thorough due diligence. Ask questions, ask them serious questions, ask questions that you might find difficult but are very important. Find out the type of circle they are. Find out, you know, just find out about them, and don't just ask them about them, ask other people about them. One thing as well, like on the woman's part, never make accusation assumptions. Don't assume that, oh, he will be fine with this. No, men are not mind readers. If you don't tell the person X, Y, and Z, they're not going to know. They're not going to assume, oh, I just assumed that your family did the same. So if your family did the same, his family did the same, why not bring all the money together into one pocket? There might be some serious trust issues. And trust and belief. Don't be shocked if that guy saw some signs in the past before they actually got married that she was a bit, you know, somewhat dodgy, like a bit of a hider in the house, just like hiding certain things. Because if she's able to do that with almost £40,000, hello, what else could she do? Let me know your comments down below.